Welcome back to C++ Masters. I hope you are enjoying doing C++. In the beginning, it may seem awkward. You may not be able to make the programs perfectly, but as the time will pass, you will develop your grip. And remember to practice because practice makes a person perfect. And don't lose hope. And in this video, I will be introducing you to the C++ keywords, identifiers, and operators. First of all, we will be doing C++ keywords. This is a list of C++ keywords. Basically, the keywords are the reserved words that have a special meaning in C++ and you cannot use them for your own purposes. For example, a line as line of and equal. If in line all these are the C++ keywords and you cannot use them for your creating your own variables. You have to remember all of these so that you do not make any mistakes. Moving further, there are a list of remaining C++ keywords, and with the time, as soon as you will be using them, you will be learning them, their importance and their meanings. So there is no need to become panic about so many keywords. So this is just the beginning. So let's go further. Now I will be introducing to the identifiers. What are identifiers? These are the user-defined names of the variables, functions, arrays, classes, etc. Actually, whatever the user or the programmer defines, they become the identifiers. You can define the name of the variable, the name of a function, array, classes, etc. For example, you say integer int a, then a is the name of a variable which is defined by the programmer. Or you can say function play, and then play is the name of the function defined by the user. These are all the identifiers, but there are certain rules for naming the identifiers. Let us have a look at them. The name cannot start with a digit. For example, you cannot say integer 2a. 2 cannot, because you cannot start the name with a digit. For example, here integer 1 number is invalid because it is starting with a number. You can start the name with an underscore or with an alphabet letter, but not with a number. And only alphabetic characters, digits, and other characters are allowed. For example, total.count is invalid because a dot has been included and it is neither a digit nor an alphabetic character. Further, a keyboard cannot be used as a variable name. You cannot use a C++ keyword, as I have told you earlier, as a variable name. For example, you cannot say int char because int is already a keyword, C++ is a keyword, and char is again a keyword. You cannot use them as a variable name, and uppercase and lowercase characters are distinct. These are the rules that you should keep in mind while naming identifiers. Now we will be doing arithmetic operators. C++ has three types of operators: unary, binary, and ternary. Unary operators have usually one operand, binary have two operands, and ternary have three operands. What are operands? For example, a minus b. Here a and b are two operands. Operands mean the number of items on which you are making an arithmetic operation. You might be very much familiar with the unary and binary operators, well, in mathematics as well, but you may not be very much familiar with the ternary operators. Here, let us look at this ternary operator given here: expression 1 question mark expression 2 and then colon expression 3. This is one operator, and the expression 2 is evaluated if expression 1 is true. However, if expression 1 is false, then expression 3 is evaluated. You will learn all these along with time, and we will practice with all of them. So there is no need to be very much panic, and these are just for you to remember how the operators are written. For example, if you say if it is raining, take an umbrella, otherwise wear a coat. So let us say the expression one is if it is raining. If it is raining, then take umbrella, otherwise take coat. It is that kind of expression we will do when we proceed. Then comes modulus operator. It is valid only on the integer operands. Here example is a percentage b, and here a and b both should be integers, and it gives us the remainder of the division on both the operands. For example, a percentage b, we will divide a by b and the remainder will be our answer. Basically, modulus operator gives us the remainder of the division of a by b. Look at the example below. 11 modulus 5 gives 1. When we divide 11 by 5, we get the remainder 1. So the answer is 1. And it is only applicable on the integers, not on other types, not on floors, doubles, and anything else. Now we will be moving towards the relational operators. Relational operators are basically used to compare numbers to determine their relative order. For example, whether one number is greater than the second, or whether they are equal, or whether A is greater than equal to B, and so on. For example, let us have a look at these. Now we are dealing with the relational expressions. They give true or false values. We are using here relational operators to make relational expressions. Look at the first example. 12 is greater than 5, and this is true. But 7 is less than equal to 5, this is false. Similarly, if we know that the value of x is 10, then x double equal to 10 is true. Double equal to actually verifies whether x is equivalent to 10 or not. It is different from the single equal to that we use in mathematics, and double equal to always verifies whether both the left and the right side are equal or not. Similarly, x is not equal to 8, that is also true because the value of x is 10. X double equal to 8 is false because it is checking whether x is equal to 8. That is not true, so it's false. Now, the relational expressions can also be assigned to a variable. You may get a question on that in your exam or anywhere else in your quizzes as well. Here, the example is result is equal to x less than equal to y. If x is less than y, then it will assign 1 to the result because the expression is true. However, if x is not less than or equal to y, then 0 will be assigned to result. Now, look at the example below. These are x is 3 and y is 10. And if you look at the result variable that is above, you have to predict the value of result. I would like to suggest you to pause your video for a few seconds and then answer this question. What will be the value of result if x is 3, y is 10, and result equal to x less than equal to y? Now I will be showing you the answer. The answer is 1. Let us revisit this question. X is 3 and y is 10. X is less than equal to y. That means 3 is already less than or equal to 10. 3 is less than 10. So this is the true. So here for the true value, 1 is assigned to result. If the expression had been something else, if the value of x would be 13 or y would be 10, then the expression had been false and the 0 would be assigned to result. So here the result is 1 because it's true. 3 is less than 10 and 1 has been assigned to result. You might be getting these kinds of questions in your exam, so be prepared. Now we will be moving towards the logical operators. They are used to create relational expressions from other relational expressions. We are already having two relational expressions and we are now creating a new relational expression with the logical operators. First we should have a look at AND operator. It is written with double ampersand sign, and AND operator gives a value true as a result when the value of both the relation expressions is true. If any one of the expressions on which it is operating is false, then the value of AND operator will be false. Coming to the OR operator, if any of the operands that it is operating on gives a value true, then the value is true. However, if both are false, then the value will be false, but if any of the one is true, then the value will be true. Now, NOT operator. NOT operator simply reverses the output of the result. If we are getting true as a result, NOT will assign it false, and if it is already false, it will assign it true. It simply reverses the result value. Now let us have a look at this example, and I would again suggest you to pause this video to check your understanding how much you have learned. If the value of x is 10, y is 3 and z is 1, then what is the value of this expression? Here there are two relational expressions and we are operating them with an AND operator. Now I would like to give the answer to you. Here let us solve this one by one. X less than y, this is false, and then y greater than z, this is true. So we have first solved the first and last expression separately, and then we will be solving the whole expression. First is false and the second is true, and false and true combination gives us false, because I have already told you AND operator gives us the value true only when both are true. If any one of them is false, we will get the result false. So the answer is false. So far we have covered a lot of topics, and if you have doubt about any topics, you can leave your comments and they will be replied as soon as possible. I hope you are enjoying C++. Stay tuned, like, share and comment. Thank you. Bye bye.